Hi friends, how are you all? I'm sorry that I wasn't able to upload a video last week. I ended up coming down with tonsillitis pretty badly, and whilst I do get it a couple of times a year, it hit me pretty badly this time round, and I was in bed I think for over a week trying to get better. I've almost recovered from it now though, and so whilst you might still be able to hear it in my voice a little, I'm glad that I'm finally able to sit down and record this voiceover for you all. Life lately has been a little all over the place. In between getting sick, I've been trying to juggle wedding planning, hen do planning, YouTube, as well as my full-time job drawing children's books. But I've also had the loveliest time meeting friends and taking advantage of the sunnier days here in England, which reminds me that summer is almost here. Around mid-May, a friend and I made our way to Exeter over the weekend to visit one of our closest friends who studies there. The very last day we were there, it rained like crazy, but we were blessed with gorgeous weather the first 2 days, and so we took full advantage of it. After a full day of exploring the city, we took a quick train ride and visited Exmouth Beach. I can't even describe how wonderful it felt to feel the breeze of the sea on my face and to see the sparkliest ripples of sunlight dancing on the water. I think the closest beach to me is about an hour's drive away, but I very rarely go to the seaside, maybe just once or twice a year, and so it was incredible to be able to spend the early evening frolicking in the water, surrounded by the most beautiful beach that I'd seen in a very long time. As you can see from the footage here, we just had the best time eating yummy food, visiting bookshops and spending time together, and I'll cherish the memories that we made from this short trip to Exeter. As the weather's been warming up, I've had the joys of taking Milk on longer walks. This was the first time in a while that we'd visited this particular small park near our house, and there were no other dogs in the park this day, and so Milky had the time of his life jumping and running around all by himself. Because I work from home, I've had the privilege of taking some time out during the day to just go outside into the garden, bring a book out and to sunbathe and read when the sun's been out. I recently finished reading Wildsmith Into the Dark Forest by Liz Flanagan. It's a very sweet and magical middle grade about a young girl who spends her summer in the dark forest with her grandfather when war breaks out in the city. She learns to take care of animals and saves baby dragons from those with ill intent, and the book is filled with the cutest illustrations. I will say that it's definitely on the more juvenile scale of middle grade books, and so whilst it wasn't a 5-star read, it was a very lovable story and I loved the cute dragons in it too. I've also been picking up One Afternoon by Sean James, which is a Persephone book that I bought from my trip to Bath at the end of February, and so I'm really glad that I got to reading it before summer. One of my friends invited me out to a fun and easygoing art workshop that was taking place at the cafe that she works at. I had no idea what to expect, but the whole experience was hilarious because we weren't allowed to look down at the paper as we were drawing most of the time, and so it made for quite a lot of laughs. In the previous clip, I featured Haruki Murakami's Novelist as a Vacation, which is a non-fiction memoir really of some of his thoughts and ideas on being a writer. I'd ordered a copy online the day before, and so I went to go and collect it from Waterstones. I'm about halfway through it so far, and despite having only read half of Norwegian Woods and none of any other Murakami book, this particular book has already given me quite a lot of insight into the way that Murakami approaches his works, which has been really fascinating. Anyways, here I'm unboxing Sean Mura's Kamosari Tales Told at Night, which is of course book 2 to The Easy Life in Kamosari. Having listened to the audiobook on Everend and enjoying it even more than the first book, I decided to go ahead and purchase a copy of it because Waterstones were having a double stamp points on that particular day. I really am so glad that I got to meet the series this year. I'm sure many of you will relate to that wonderful feeling of knowing that you've discovered a staple for your bookshelf. I struggle with time management, especially long-term projects, and I don't think I'm very good at multitasking either, and so I've been finding it really difficult as of late to find some sort of healthy balance in my life in between work and wedding admin and getting ill. In the midst of it all, it's been very easy to mumble and complain, but looking back now, I see just how gracious God has been in blessing me with the time to make new memories with friends, to be a witness to the beauty of His creation, and the day-to-day mundane activities like walking my dog, which is a treasure in itself. So thank you friends for watching another video. I find it really hard to believe that there are 12,000 of you watching and enjoying and supporting my channel, and I'm so grateful that you take the time to watch my videos and leave kind comments. You mean so much to me, so take care and I'll see you in the next video. Bye friends!